Check. Good morning. So I'm going to talk real quickly about some of the work we've done in combining data sets with AIS data. So that's the Automated Identification System information that's provided through the Coast Guard. Moving forward, MARAD is responsible for ensuring that we have a robust U.S. flag shipping industry, also ensuring that we have an adequate merchant marine of commercial ships in times of national emergency. So these are with respect to those two missions. So they both involve identifying available service and capacity of the U.S. flag fleet, but one in the international trade and one in the domestic trade. So the reason we did this is because it aids federal agencies, which are required to ship on U.S. flag ships, to know where the capacity, available capacity is and where it's not, basically. So with that, and when I'm talking about combining data, I'm not talking about just putting layers on a map, piling them on top of each other. I'm talking about actually fusing it. So these two examples, we fuse AIS data with registry information and also manifest and bill of lading information. AIS has independent utility, but you get a lot more out of it when you combine the information. And just an observation from doing all this work is integrating this information in at the time of collection makes it so much more better. I mean, it's the basic premise is if it's already matched, then you don't have to worry about matching it. So just an example, these are sort of like your airline maps that you pull out on an airplane. We're able to identify where U.S. flag service is available in the international trade. And we're able to, I can't show you the capacity utilization, but we can do that as well. So this is we want to roll this out for our constituents so that they're able to identify where they could use U.S. flag ships in international trade and service. And because we've fused it, we can do it in multiple different ways: deadweight tonnage, TEUs for containerized type cargo, and any other kind of data element that we can tag to the AIS information. Because again, AIS is great on time and space, but the static information that's entered into it typically not accurate, and also you're not. I mean, you can tag so many other data elements to AIS records by matching. Now, this is a kind of an example in domestic trade. I think we've heard a little bit about how visualization is not always. You don't need a map. In this case, we found that using a table was actually better presented. And what we were trying to do in this case was identify the available excess capacity that could be used to service Puerto Rico after the hurricane events. So what we did is we used AIS to identify the frequency and tracks. We validated that with the carriers. We associated the vessel characteristics using registry data, and then we took manifest and bill of lading data to identify the actual traffic on the routes currently. In this case, 2016 was as current as we had at the time, but it turns out we followed up, and that was pretty accurate for what we had in 2017. So we took that, and we were able to see that there was excess capacity available to carry goods to Puerto Rico on U.S. flag ships. And incidentally, this was used as a factor in not extending the waiver for the Jones Act. So you can use this information, and if it's accurate and credible, we can make policy decisions on it. Again, the power comes when you fuse it together, and that's all I have. Thanks.